Hi, my name is Anita Breen, and today I'm going to talk about search and seizure. All citizens are protected against unreasonable search and seizure under the Fourth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. Students, being citizens, are also granted the same protection as adults. There must be a probable cause to initiate a search. Schools have a duty to provide a safe and secure environment for their students. To provide a safe and secure environment, school personnel may need to search lockers, book bags, desks, automobiles, and your person. What constitutes a reasonable search? A reasonable search is one that doesn't violate the constitutional rights of students. School personnel only need reasonable suspicion to initiate a search. Reasonable suspicion is based on information that's considered reliable. The informant is known and the information given is credible. Personnel should have reasonable grounds to believe that a particular search will provide proof of a violation of a school policy, rule, or law. Illegal searches would be a sweep search of all students with the hope of turning up evidence of contraband or a violation of rules. Indiscriminate searches by personnel, for example, would be a teacher's missing something from the classroom and suspects that a student took it. He or she searches all of the students' desks, lockers, and person to find the object. These searches are illegal. The teacher must have specific information that leads him or her to one particular student or group of students to justify the search. For school property, that would include student desks and lockers. A wider discretion is provided to educators when searches involve school property. The written policy should be in place so that students understand that school property is subject to search if a reasonable suspicion is established. Student desks and lockers cannot be searched on the basis of a hunch. When searching a student's locker, the student and at least one other school official should be present to ensure that proper procedures are followed. The student should open the locker in the presence of the school officials, and the student may request the presence of another student. And only in extreme emergencies, such as a bomb threat, should an indiscriminate search take place. Book bags. Searches require stronger evidence to establish reasonable suspicion due to the intrusive nature of the search. Court cases have justified searches by school officials because students and parents were notified prior to the search. When parked on school property, automobiles may be searched by school officials if the standards of reasonable suspicion are met. When parked on non-school property, probable cause must be established and law enforcement officers must present a search warrant prior to the search. Parents should also be informed prior to the search, and if illegal items are uncovered during that search, they are admissible in a court of law. Personal searches are discouraged unless there's an overwhelming evidence to justify that need for the search. That evidence must be connected to a serious threat of the health or safety of that student or others in the school. Students should be protected from intrusive body cavity searches if at all possible. Searches should take place in a private setting by a person of the same gender and with an adult witness of that same gender present. If the search requires the removal of an item of clothing, the student should be allowed to remove the item in privacy and be provided an alternate clothing during the search. Parents should be notified of the search, the type of search, the evidence that led to it, who was involved in doing the search, and what was discovered when the search occurred. And personal searches should be considered as a last resort. Some guides to search and seizure. Before initiating a search, consider the need for the search, the student's age, history, record of their behavior in school, gravity of the problem, need for immediate search, and extent of intrusiveness of it. Information leading to a search should be independent of involvement of law enforcement officers, and the law enforcement officers must have a probable cause and a search warrant.